It's good to see you again, Miss Imelda.
Yes, Cedric. How are you and what's on your mind?
As always, a few points you made in class today.
And what in particular caught your interest?
That the free market, with its what the market will bear pricing system, guarantees poverty when the majority of workers with very little bargaining power have to compete with those who have very strong wage bargaining power.
Yes, Cedric, since our days in grammar school and high school and college, most of us have aspired to making as much money as we can in our jobs that we might someday hold. This seems like an innocent enough goal that should not hurt anyone. But when employees, because of their bargaining power with unions, the monopoly of government, protected jobs, start getting paid more than they are worth and their benefit packages become unsustainable, the victims become those without such powers. Institutions as well, such as the military, banks, and healthcare, start extracting wealth from the economy beyond their true dollar value. They become in a very real sense welfare recipients on the public dole. One economist explains that for every overpaid employee you have one underpaid employee. I would say that with wage discrepancies so great as they are today, that the true ratio is more like 3 underpaid workers for every 1 overpaid worker.
And Miss Imelda, how does whatever the market will bear pricing come into play in all of this?
Because as the overpaid employees from the overpaid sectors begin to bid on goods and services, prices are raised to artificially higher levels than they would be in a properly paying system. This process is especially damaging when it comes to necessities such as food, clothing, housing and healthcare. The widespread belief that wages are properly based on the market and by the unseen hand of capitalism is just pure fantasy, and that skill or supply and demand are the most important determinants of wages is yet another myth. These factors certainly take a back seat to having a wage-protected job and knowing someone who can put in the good word for you so that you can have that job. Additionally, these forces make goods and services beyond the buying power of the unprotected employees. To distort the economy even more, the government then subsidizes the difference with programs such as food stamps, aid to families with dependent children, Section 8 housing, and on and on. And to add insult to injury, these employees are ridiculed by many, including the Republican presidential candidate in 2012, who said that these folks, the so-called bottom 47%, just wanted handouts and wanted the government to take care of them. Cedric is casually writing off nearly half the people in this country. This same man failed to notice that many of these young men and women are working 50 to 60 hours a week at $9 and $10 per hour. And the candidate did not once get out his calculator and in 2 minutes could figure out, if he really wanted, to face the truth of it, that these hard workers are for the most part not lazy at all, but are in fact essentially slaves, modern-day slaves, and it's getting worse by the year.
Well, Miss Imelda, you certainly tell it like it is. Thank you for your time and your insight. See you tomorrow.
Yes, Cedric, see you in class tomorrow.